Hey Rachel, peace. I hope you're doing well. But welcome. This is going to be your mini reading. And interestingly enough, I just got done doing a mini reading for a lady from the group. Her name was Jen, right? And she had her son in Libra in the fourth house, like you, and her ascendant was also Cancer, which is interesting, but which really just goes on to reveal that you know in life we really attract energies according to ourselves, if that makes sense, in the sense that it wasn't coincidental that I attracted two people who were Libra suns and ascendant Cancers, you feel what I'm saying? But it's so interesting how in life, you feel what I'm saying, we very much are entangled in a specific vibration or energy which we draw to ourselves. But I only say that to reinforce this reading, because within this reading I'm kind of going to be looking at it from a perspective of what you attract to you according to your moon, and what you express outwardly into the world according to your sun. So we're going to start off with your sun. Your sun is oof. Your sun is oof. Your sun is not oof, but like your sun, and like the aspects it's receiving is like whoa. But for starters, like your sun is opposing your Mars, but then your sun is also squaring your descendant. Um, well, it's squaring your descendant, but it's also squaring Neptune. Um, and that right there, we're not gonna really get into, because I'd have to, really explain it to get into it. But what we are gonna get into is your sun in the fourth house in Libra. All right. So for starters, you may understand that the sun, right, it signifies what you express outwardly into the world, right? This is the energy that you want people to perceive you as. This is like your intention. You feel what I'm saying? And so the sun and Mars have very similar energies. Like the sun vibrates to the color orange. You feel what I'm saying? Just in the sense of what the color orange ultimately represents, even in like color psychology. A lot of people associate the sun with yellow, and even though yellow is a color of the sun, because you think about it, orange is yellow and red. But I don't want to get in too deep into that. But like the sun is like orange, but then Mars is red. You feel me? And red and orange, they're very close in the spectrum of colors. Now the sun deals with your actions, in the sense of your intentions, what you intend to do, what you express out into the world, as in, this is me, from the perspective of your ego, and this is what I want to do. But then Mars is what you actually getting up and doing that thing looks like. Now, for starters, with your sun being opposed to Mars, right? I can talk about this. There is this energy of like you expressing that you want to do something, but then you not always following through, or you not always doing it. Ultimately an opposition plays out as one or the other. Like you can think about it as a tug of war, right? And in a tug of war game, only one party can win, right? If the sun exerts the most power, it wins. If Mars exerts the most power, then Mars wins. And so then the way that plays out is you're either in a space where you may feel yourself, and you may feel like you're the ish, right? And you may be like just feel like you're the ish, right? Have an overly sense of self-esteem, self-confidence, but then how you see yourself and how you feel about yourself may not always be backed and supported by actions. You feel what I'm saying? With the sun opposing Mars. And so with the sun opposing Mars, it's an energy of learning how to realize and understand that it feels so much better when you're not only going around saying things and expressing a sense of ego, but you're actually backing that ego up with actions and like concrete achievements. And I hope that makes sense. But ultimately, the opposition here, right, is between like your career and your home life. With what I'm saying, it's an energy of like, you may be wanting to express and put in a tremendous energy into your family life, right? But then your work life is what you're more towards motive. Not even your work life, but your career, your status. You feel what I'm saying is what you're more directed towards, and so there can be an imbalance between your Sun and your Mars, where it's like your Sun expresses a desire for harmony in your home life, right? Because your Sun is in Libra in the 4th house. But then your Mars, which is in Aries in the 10th house, is going and Aries, okay. So Libra more deals with the other, the partner, is what I'm saying, which is what and where you invest like your most attention and focus and consciousness into. And it's like when the Sun is in Libra, unfortunately it is debilitated. And so the way that this debilitation works is whereas the Sun is the individuality and it's how you express yourself as an individual, it's your self-esteem, your self-confidence, all those things. When the Sun is in Libra, your expression is very much entangled with others, the partner. This can be an indication of like having had experiences previously in your past life. Look, let me just put this like this. So I'm an astrologer, but I'm also an occultist, I'm a metaphysicist, I'm a philosopher, you know what I'm saying? I understand a broad awareness of like the different dimensions of occultism. So in my astrology readings, I do like to bring my understanding into the reading. But ultimately, my awareness is that we as souls, we weren't just manifested into existence in conception, you feel what I'm saying? But in reality, we were birthed into existence long ago, and then as a result of our different experiences throughout the different lifetimes and life forms that we had, we cultivated and we developed different energies, you feel what I'm saying? And people who have Libra energy, it just indicates that in their past experiences, throughout the various travels they had in different life forms, they more learn that they were more significant when they were a part of a group rather than when they are by themselves. You feel what I'm saying? And so this lingers into human life in a manner that expresses that energy, where it's like your self-esteem and your self-value is highly entangled within the other, the significant partner. But furthermore, because it's in the 4th house, your your self-esteem and your self-confidence and how you see yourself is very much entangled, not only with a significant other, but also with your family. You feel what I'm saying? Because what the 4th house is. So there's an indication of an expression where it's like you may feel that maybe without a significant other you're worthless, or without your family, without a group, there is an energy of like not understanding your self-worth. And so ultimately, with the Libra energy, it's always of great importance to tap into that access between Libra and Aries and learn how to be more assertive, learn how to not be so compromising, and learn how to set boundaries. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of Libras may struggle with setting boundaries because they have a desire to express harmony. You feel what I'm saying? They want harmonious. The key phrase for Libra is I balance, right? And Libra is all about equilibrium. So a lot of the times, Libras, especially Libra sons, jeopardize their own inner balance for the sake of others. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's like the sun, right? But then like your moon is in Taurus in the 11th house. It's an indication that you attract friends, right? Because the 11th house is the house of friends. You attract a variety of friends, but simultaneously, these friends, they also, because it's in Taurus, help to bring to you some sort of security and stability, whether that's material stability or security. But I'll also tell you this, when the moon is in the 11th house, it indicates, especially moon and Taurus in the 11th house, it indicates long-lasting friendships, indicates friendships that stem from childhood, and it just indicates that you're a sort of individual who, a lot of the things you attract to you, for you to react to, have to do with, like your social life, you feel what I'm saying? And your friends, you feel what I'm saying? But typically, with Moon in Taurus, it also indicates attracting a plethora of material successes or material desires. You feel what I'm saying? Like just wanting to be materially secure and stable. And this being a emotional yearning and desire, typically people with Moon in Taurus, they go about attaining material security and stability. And then esoterically, Taurus, is like the golden calf from the story of Moses. Look, so the story of Moses, you feel what I'm saying? When, I don't know if you even know the story or not, but it's a story that doesn't make sense if you're looking at it from a perspective of it is what it is, but when you look at it allegorically, it makes sense. Ultimately, the bull in that story signifies Taurus, and these individuals were worshipping the bull, but the bull is gold, and so gold is the sun, and so it really indicates that they were expressing materialistic like interests and motives and things like that. You feel what I'm saying? But like the reason why that was foul or wrong, quote unquote, was because we are spiritual beings, but it's like Earth is the lowest realm. It's like very dense. It's even quote unquote hell. You feel what I'm saying? And when we are on Earth, our connection to the divine is distorted. And what is of importance, especially as a Taurus, is to learn that material things can only get you so far in regards to fulfillment. And there has to come a point where you learn how to use your material successes and your material comforts to serve your soul. You feel what I'm saying? Meaning that being aware and understanding that you having shelter, you having comfort, you having money can in reality help you to be positioned in a position where you can help people. Even helping people, this is a very Jupiterian act, especially Piscean, right? And anything dealing with Jupiter is spiritual. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like you literally don't even have to be into crystals and things like that to be spiritual. But it's like the difference is service to self is very materialistic, but then service to others is very spiritualistic. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, as a Taurus moon, there is an attraction that deals with material comforts and security. And yeah, I would highly recommend learning how to exalt your material comfort and security so then they can, in a sense, be used to do like the will of God rather than the will of the ego. Because when you're materialistic from an ego perspective, this is where greed comes into play, gluttony comes into play, things like that. But then it's like when you're materialistic, but from the perspective of your soul, then you have a desire to want to use your materials to benefit the collective humanity. You feel what I'm saying? Interesting how I bring up collective humanity, because the 11th house deals with the collective, right? Deals with humanity at large. And this is because the 11th house is ruled or associated to Aquarius. And Aquarius is the sign that rules humanity. You feel what I'm saying? But like, I don't want to go too deep because I feel like then I'll start distorting things. Because when I start to explain one thing, as a Gemini, I feel like I have to first explain this and then that and then that, So pardon me, I hope I didn't just talk your ear out. But yeah, that pretty much concludes this mini reading I've done for you. Definitely, I would love to hear your feedback, what you thought on the reading. And also, if you're interested in getting a full reading done by me, I'll be more than happy to help you. So I do charge $50 for my sessions, but I am more than happy to give you a discount. So instead of $50, you'll pay $30 for your first session. You feel what I'm saying? And what this will really help you do is gain an understanding and awareness of how I can benefit you, how you can be helped by me. You feel what I'm saying? And ultimately gain a perspective of your birth chart from a deeper level. So I'm the owner, you feel me, of Celestial Alignments. It is a company that's dedicated to helping humanity enter higher states of being. We've been around for the last 6 years, you feel what I'm saying? We've helped many people. We have many reviews on the internet, And for myself, I've been practicing astrology for about 8 years now, 7-8 years, and I took a couple courses on astrology. I've had a couple astrological mentors, everything like that. And as far as my readings go, typically when I do readings for people, they usually resonate with them, and they usually come back for more and more and more. So I would highly recommend it. But yeah, regardless, I do hope that this reading resonated. So peace.